Hello and welcome back to another David Kabal episode. So today we are gonna learn how to code. Yeah, I haven't. I'm gonna do. Yes, this is a tutorial. I'm making a coding tutorial today. Yeah, it's also 10 p.m. I just didn't show the taskbar. Yeah, but here's how to code. Yeah. So first, what you are gonna do is make a new folder. This is gonna be your workspace. So we're gonna do some basic HTML and we're gonna do a bit of CSS today. And name your file whatever. Let's just call David's website. Site. Nope. Nope. There we go. More natural. David's website. So now open that, and we can see we have nothing. So that's why. And here's this next step. I recommend you download Visual Code Studio. Yeah, you can download it. Yeah, I think you can download, yes. So yeah, because this is recommended. So open Visual Code Studio. And this is just my project, so we're just gonna close this. And then we're gonna let's go to Explorer, open folder. And we're gonna go to David, we're gonna go to desktop. And then we're gonna click your website, select folder. Yes, I just trust everything. Okay. Now let's add a HTML file. So we're learning the new file. Call it index.html. Okay. Boom. It's finally getting to coding. So as you can see, there's a lot of stuff. But for now, we're gonna do a few pages. So the first thing we're gonna try to do is add some text. So just say whatever you like. David is the best. Okay, just press Ctrl S to save. We can close this. So this is our workspace. And then you can just close it. And you can see that in David's website, we got this index in HTML. It's the exact same thing. And if you open it, it will, wait, I'm gonna close all of this tabs. Yeah. Okay, so we can see David is the best. Yeah, that's the text. So that's how to add text. But it's way more than just adding text. We're learning like a lot of things today. So I head back to Visual Code Studio and let's try to make a paragraph. So these are called tags. So tags are in. So you see this thing here. You do this left or right stuff. This is called an element. And you write everything. The first tag we're going to learn is paragraph, which is P. It's just P. That's it. And we do it again. We write something like David is the best. And then after that, now we need to know when it will end. So what we do is write P. But it's done. How do we close it? So what we're gonna do is type a slash between the P. So this is an opening tag, and this is a closing tag. Simple, right? So that's it. We're gonna save. We're gonna go back and we're gonna nope. And then we're gonna reload this, and we can see that it still says the text, but now it has more stuff. I'm gonna show you the benefits. So I'm gonna copy and paste this code. And I'm gonna do the same thing, but this time without the paragraph. No. It's just gonna be called David's the best. So save and reload. So here's here's the paragraph element. See, it's spaced together evenly. While the lines without paragraph, it's just right next. It will just save it as the best David's best. So that's how. Next, we're gonna learn some headings. So head back. Stop. Okay, we're gonna stop the beat. So, we're gonna learn an element called H. Tag called H. So, H is a element to add headings. It means heading. And actually, there are 6 types of headings. So, we can see where I wrote H1. And we're gonna add H1 to the end. So, I'm gonna show you. So, David is the best as a heading. So, we're gonna go back and see that the text is really big now. And also in bold. So, that's cool. So I'm gonna show you this. So we can do H2, which is gonna be a bit smaller. We're gonna save this, and we're gonna reload this. You can press F5 to reload. See, this is H2, and it's a bit smaller than H1. I'm gonna repeat this for. See, look at this. So we're gonna do H3. So we're gonna do this, save. And we're gonna go back. And we can see we got 6 texts. So this is H1, this is H2, this is H3, and it goes on, and this is H6. This is the smallest. So the text actually keeps getting smaller. So that's cool. Sorry about that. So let's continue. Yeah, it's 100. So back to Visual Code Studio. Yes, so next up we are gonna make. Wait, what should we make? I'm thinking. Okay, the next one we're gonna do is what we're gonna do is that we're gonna go back to paragraphs. So P, yeah, just P. So we're gonna do David is the best. Of course, we're gonna do this, and we're gonna make many of those. So we're gonna learn 4 new elements. So first one is called italic, and it just basically means that it's italic. It's marked with I. No 2 I's. That's way too much. So we can see that italic, it's emphasis. Like I'm gonna show you right now. So I'm gonna make one more. We're gonna make another one. And I'm gonna write emphasis, which is basically EM. Oh shoot, why do I write 2 EM? Okay, so when we go back, it's that EM and italic, it's basically the same thing. I just use italic more. Yeah, let's delete this paragraph. The next one is bold. So bold is basically just B, that's it. And then as we can see, bold, it makes the text a bit stronger. And what we can make we can do this with a bit more weight. We just write strong. Oh shoot. You just write strong, see? It just has nothing, and it's just basically the same but has more weight. But yeah, whatever. Next we're gonna learn is underline, which basically underlines the text. So we can see David is the best with underline. And the final one. Whoa. Actually, no. Okay. So here's the comparison. So this is italic and emphasis. This is strong and bold, and this is underline. Yeah. So this is I. This is B. This is U, and this one is just normal. So now you learned about text styles. Okay. You can also apply both of this. So look at this. Oh. Okay, I forgot to play it. So you can nest stuff right there. We can do bold and underline. We can save it. Yeah, and we can do this, and we can see that it's also not only it's bold, but it's also underlined. So we can make some really cool effects out of it. Time to add some images. So images, are a bit different. It requires some sort of anchor tag. So let's get this out of the way. A basically means anchor. And we can also write A. We can write David is the best. Oh. Okay, so we're not adding hyperlinks. This is gonna be a bit later. So images, it's guess what? ING. That's how to add images. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna try and add an image. Wait. Okay, so here's the funny way to do this. What we're gonna do is we are gonna go into the web, and then we're gonna pick a website. What website we're gonna try to make? Yeah, we're making a website. Let's think. Okay, I have an idea. Let's make Amazon. Yeah, so what we're gonna do is that we're gonna right click this and save image as. And now we're gonna go to desktop and we're gonna do David's website. And then you can just save it as anything. We're gonna do logo Amazon.png. Okay, logo A is done. 6.9 kilobytes, nice. Okay, so let's minimize this and go back to VS Code. So here, if we go into File Explorer, gosh, DivXL, yeah. Okay, so nope, gosh. So going to David's website, we can see now we have this logo A. This is gonna be our logo. So then here we're gonna do is write ING This is basically like the domain. So it's actually, you do not have to write a closing tag. It's just self-closing. So then you write equals, and then you can write these two quotation marks. I don't know what you called it. And then you can see. Yeah, I forgot. You can see this in real time. This is the logo. We're gonna put it. See, logo A. Oh gosh. So logo A.png. We're gonna save this, and we're gonna reload the site, and we can see we got the Amazon logo. Yes. So let's add some heading to it. Let's actually add some more flavor. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna do H1. Welcome to Amazon. Amazon. How do you write Amazon? Amazon. Okay, Amazon. Welcome to Amazon. And H1. Oh gosh. Buy stuff. And see, it actually does it automatically. So we're gonna go back to the web and we're gonna save it. Welcome to Amazon. Well, the problem is that this Amazon picture is way too big. Look at the size. So look at the heading. Look at the logo. We can actually fix this. So what we can do is that we can go back to VS Code and we can write width and height. You can write width, and you can write like 300 pixels. And you can do height as well. Actually, 300 pixels is way too much. 100. Let's actually do 120, and height is gonna be 60 px. Save. Now go back. And oh, that's way too small. I actually forgot. Okay. So it's way too small. Like 300 is the sweet spot. And we're gonna do 100. And then we're gonna reload. Okay, that's way better. So the Amazon is actually a bit more. It's actually equalized now. So that's how you add images now. Time to add some links to our websites. So buy stuff. So let's add a cat toy. So what we're gonna do is now we can create a new file on David's website. So what we can do is that we can press new file. And okay, nothing. So we're gonna go back and we're gonna do like some sort of like cat toy dot html. So here's the cat toy. So what we can do is that we can just press P and cat toy wow. And we can do /P. Okay, nice. Now let's go back and here's the thing. We can't go into the website. We can't go to cat toys. Let me just zoom in like real quick. Like 300 times is actually pretty enough. So buy stuff. So we can add hyperlinks, which is the anchor, which I just told you. So buy stuff. We can use the A function. And here's this. We're in A. You can do headings, like whatever heading you like. Buy stuff. So you can just write a bowl. So okay. Oh, no. Yeah, it's pretty weird doing it upside down. So BB. So we're gonna do cat toy. So this is gonna be what you see, and then it's also bold. So I'm gonna save it, and we can see it's bold. That's nice. But now here, anchor doesn't do anything unless we can add a link. So what we can do is that we can write href, whatever you can call it. And then you can do cattoy.html. You can save it. And now the color of the cat toy has changed. And also when you hover mouse, it goes into this click logo. So you click it, and it brings into the cat toy. Wow. And you can just click back. So that's how you add links to it. Nice. Cat toy. So now let's try to add, let me think. Let's add some sort of like piece things where you yeah, so let's actually add some mics. So like I said, we're gonna go back to VH Code, add a new file called microphone.html. So index is basically like the home, that's why. So microphone. We can do get get microphones, and now we're gonna add a new type of elements, 2 new elements, which are lists. So let me add this website real quick. Wait. Yeah, microphone.html, and you can write yeah. And we can see all of this stuff. We can do this. We can save, and now we have a microphone. Or you can do this. So here we got a cat toy, and we got a microphone. So cat toy is purple, microphone is. So we can get microphone, and we can see get microphones. And we can do cat toy. And yes. So let's add some lists. So back to VS Code. So we're gonna add what's called lists. So there are 2 types of lists. We got ordered list and unordered list. Wait, I forgot how to do ordered lists. Okay, I forgot. It's actually really simple. So what you do is that there's two types of lists: ordered lists and unordered lists. So we're gonna start with unordered lists. So what I can do is first we're gonna do something called break. We do BR. Yeah, just called BR. And you can add a closing tag if you like. You can just do without or with. Yeah, it doesn't matter what you can do with. So break basically means space. That's it. You don't want to learn. So unordered list. So we do UL. And now it brings up this tab, which I can add lists. So we can do So what we can do is that we can do li 1 PC. We can do the same. We got li 2 PC. And we can do bundle. And then we can close it with underscore okay, yeah, I forgot. So now we can go back. And we can reload. So we can microphone. We can see. We did this thoughts. And also the break adds this space right there. We see that space. We got 1 piece, we got 2 piece, and we got bundle. That's cool. Now it is time to make ordered list. So ordered list, it's basically like this. Also, another one is called HR, which basically means horizontal order. It just basically adds a line. That's all it does. Another new element learned. So what we do, ordered OL, and then this time we're gonna we can do li, we can do how to buy. So how to buy BR. Okay, how to buy. What we do is that it's just some sort of icon there I found. So we do li press buy. We can do wait 1 day shipping with Prime, and we do li boom. Boom. Yeah, that's actually pretty nice. And we're going to go back. That is cool. Let's save it. Now we go back to there and see how to buy. 1, press buy. Actually, let's make this a heading. It's called subheadings, by the way, if it's H2. And you can do that fast. How to buy. Press buy. Wait 1 day shipping with Prime. Boom. And ordered. So here's the difference. So unordered list is just adds bullets, and ordered list has numbers. Okay, I love how it actually lines up. Welcome to Amazon when you scroll down, and how to buy. And also the horizontal rule, it's that line you see here. You see that line? Yeah. Actually goes on forever if you don't know. And we are already at 25 minutes. Let's add some tables. So let's add some tables. Yeah. So wait. Okay, I'm gonna just start a demonstration. So I decided to add a prime, which basically. Oh, what happened? Okay, I fixed it. Whoa, microphone. Okay, so we can press prime and you just see a blank screen. So let's add a prime subscription. So let's go into the prime. Go prime. So go prime. So, hey, you go prime. What we're gonna do is that we're gonna write table. And then, so subscribe. Yes, in David's Excel. Okay, notice TRTHTD. So TR is basically start some sort of line. So we go to prime. So we're gonna do TR. And that opens up another line. And then we're gonna do TH. And then, so we write TH time. And then we just write TH. We're gonna write another one, another TH time price. And then after that, you just basically end with #TR. And then you do another TR. And this time you do TD instead. And then we can do 1 month. And then we just go back. And then TD. It's gonna be like, say, $19.99 a month. We have a $sign. And then we just do it. Oh, we just close it. And all of you do is that you just write TRs as much as you can. And you do another TD. And let's say it's 3 months. Yeah, just do ABC. It's actually passed for pretty good dictionary. And then you do TD again. And here it's going to be $14 a month. Oh gosh, I forgot. So, and then we just close TR again. And one more TR. Yeah, this is actually pretty long now. So we do TR. And we're gonna do TD. And this one is going to be, oh no, sorry, it's gonna be 12 months. It's gonna be 12 months. Oh. Yeah, it's TD. And this is gonna be just 12, 11.99 a month. And then we're gonna just do TD. Okay, so we're back. So we go back to TR. And then you just write and just, yeah, see, it does it automatically. See, you do see the TR, it links basically everything. So after we're done, we're gonna save this. After all of that hard work, we go this. 1 month, 3 months, 12 months. And here's the best thing, you can add border to it. So back to VS Code. We can go to tail border, and you can write 1. Now, after we reload it, we can see it now has a nicely placed border. Yeah, and here's the thing. So the higher the number, the more thicker the border. So let's say it's 8. You save it, and now it's thicker. It's like a painting. I usually like 2, so I'm gonna put it 2. See, I just like that. So go prime. So that's really cool. Okay. Next up, we're gonna do forms. A form is basically some sort of like thing. So label. So what we're gonna do is do label. Go prime time. And input is a closing tag. Wait a minute, I forgot. I forgot you have to put input name. Okay. You click on it, and the name is gonna just be time. And I don't know, is it? Is it it? Wait, input name. And then, yeah, yes. And at the end, you just put BR. You put BR at the end so you can go into the next line. And then you just keep doing this. You can put time. You can put code.